I'm getting the heat right now on Facebook and on Instagram.
I got a team of ex-Best Buy workers in the back.
I think I hear them angels calling. I think I hear them angels calling me.
It's
All right,
we're on. We're on. We're live.
You're live.
All right, we can. Because I'm about to share it, so I just want to.
World.
Word, talk that shit.
Yo, everybody, world.
Everybody,
I can't read you the speech I did because I freestyled it. So I'm gonna cut it short. Everybody, welcome to the first episode. The new metal, trap metal revival. I got everybody from all whites alike, every hood in the motherfucking world, every sound that you could imagine, from the fucking 90s to fucking now. This is it. This is right here. Concrete Chapter. I brought in heavy hitters, a bunch of my friends, a bunch of people that I'm meeting now as new friends, AJ and Jayden, you know, they're all new, Adam and Eddie. You know, you guys really broke bread with me over like, and Shifty too. Y'all only know me a couple of days and hours and whatnot. And so I fuck with y'all heavy. But Tommy, Chris, you know me since I was 16. And let these motherfuckers know that. You know what I mean? He seen me grow up, literally. So he knows I'm a passionate dude. I really mean what I say. I know y'all feel me on it. And I appreciate you guys a lot. So I appreciate your time. So
thanks for having me, bro.
Everybody, we're here. This isn't a normal interview, just so you know, Facebook, because it's live on Facebook. It's going to go one thing at a time. I'm going to introduce everybody. We have Adam from the Dropout Kings. Adam, thank you for being here so much. We got Eddie Wellz from the Dropout Kings. Congratulations on your recent success, being on the Billboard, putting it back on the map. That shit is lit.
Thank you, man. No doubt. Appreciate you, bro. Oh yeah. Oh hey.
No, real up. Like, yo, this shit is real. And if we're not showing camaraderie and we're not recognizing everybody's different sound and energy, how the fuck are we gonna bring this scene back? It's
that's
you know,
really
I don't think the Facebook Live, you know, by the way. So I want to welcome my bro Hyro to this shit. Hyro the Hero, motherfucker.
What up, Hyro?
What's going down?
What up, Hyro?
God damn.
Chilling. What's up, brother?
Bro, killing it with these fucking remixes, putting shit on the map. Fucking had me in Rolling Stone magazine the first time in my life in the fucking blog as a YouTuber in Rolling Stone. What the fuck are we doing there? So I appreciate that.
Thank you, bro.
Carrying this torch. Not live on Facebook. Now we lost it again. Frank, what's going on?
Man, they dug your shit.
Kill me right now. Kill me.
No, Facebook hates us, B.
Juan. I'm sending Juan in the back. He needs it. My bad, guys.
Damn, I can hear that. Wow.
Bro, it's not like we're going anywhere.
It's cool. Yeah,
so yeah,
we're stuck in the crib from like
right now we still recording. You know, so I'm gonna keep on carrying on and I'll edit again as we go when I put you guys in the individual chats. Yo, big ups to fucking Jayden from Sylar, yo, in the motherfucking building.
Yeah.
Colombia in the building, my parcero. What's good, dog?
That's right. Chilling, bro. Thanks for having me.
Yo, man, I got to meet, you know, it's funny because, you know, I just recently got into your band. My bass player is a fucking huge supporter of you guys and it's, you know, followed your whole shit and like really put me onto y'all. And then me meeting you at Ron's place, you know, we're all good. We're also sponsored by Big ups to Ron, big ups to Cultivated Duality, one of our proud sponsors.
Shout out to Ron.
Shout out. Big up Ron, man.
Big ups, Ron. Yeah, word up. AJ, you know Ron too. I forgot about that. That's fucking
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, Ron's good people, man. He really supports.
He really does, man.
I don't know how to move this stuff. Like it's
what's it called? So big up, yo, Jayden, man. You know, you really broke bread that day. You watched my whole set and chilled out with us and vibed. And then after that, I went and just.
I hear you, but I don't know. This is only I can see like two people.
Yeah, homie in the back.
And what you're doing in the scene and the game is lit.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Try my best, you know, man. Appreciate it. Maybe it's this way.
We live again?
Yeah,
we're back live, everybody.
All right, fantastic.
Much better.
I got no introduction. Motherfucking Shifty from Crazy Town. What the fuck is good?
Yeah, OG.
Yeah, shout out, dog.
I don't know how I got you here, dog, but I know from the streets, and my big bro Danny Diablo knows you, so you showed me mad love, and I gotta get I thank you a lot for being here, and I can't tell you how much of a fan and supporter I've been in your careers ever since I was a little boy, and my mom and my whole family, my whole team, everybody, big ups to you, man. Seriously, I've always wanted to say that to you. And I appreciate what you did in the game with your record and what your band has done. I really do appreciate it. So big ups, man.
Yeah, word. OG.
That shit was real.
Big ups.
That song is still getting played today. Records are still getting played today. Shit is timeless. Music is timeless. It's going to outlive us all. And motherfuckers got to realize,
man. Yeah, bro.
So now we're back live. I'm going to reintroduce everybody. So I just started with the almighty Shifty from Crazy Town. Big ups. I'm going to go right into my bro, my recent brother, my Buckout Road brother, motherfucking Jynx, Lord of the fucking New York trap metal underground, the New York nightlife sensation, Tommy Roulette. What the fuck is that?
Hey. What's poppin'? You already know, bro. You already know BX should be next. DBA 718. You know what the fuck's up?
Seriously, Tommy, like, on some real shit, man, I can't tell you how, proud and, like, how blown away I was before I even met you personally as a brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I just pulled up to your recent show, sold-out show at Arlene's Grocery, by the way, was fucking crazy.
Yeah, you got rocked in the mouth at that shit.
I got into a fucking... I didn't know when you rocked in the mouth. I ended up fucking fighting like...
My boy rocked him in his jaw, bro. He was...
What the fuck? I got a coat.
What?
I'm there chilling, yo. Look, I'm a man. I'm a grown man. I've been on the other side of the fence. Like, yo, I don't underestimate nobody. I'm just straight chilling, being blown away by Jynx. But I'm an asshole that, like, if I go to your show, if I see any of y'all perform live, and you could ask Cristian because Chris, he's known me in his pit since I was 16 representing. I'll be right in the mix. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like so I'm there chilling with my girl.
I seen you scrap too, so I know you could throw down.
Chris, you know the deal, dog. So,
right out in front of our studio.
You already know. Yeah, Max, you fucking know the deal.
What are you talking about, bro?
That's the New York way. Go to a show and get in.
I've been in this spot longer than everybody. Like,
I love you, Max. Oh my God. And everybody, Max also seen me grow up. Everybody, just so you know, Cristian O'Neill and Max at 40 Below Summer watched me grow up. Literally, these are my real big bros. Danny Diablo, I've looked up since I was a kid.
I've known you since you were about 17.
So, like, they'll tell you I'm a thorough motherfucker. So I'm there in the pit for Jynx. Back to the story. I'm there chilling with Jynx. I'm there watching people. Tommy's killing it. You were doing fails. You were playing fails.
Oh yeah, when we slowed down that breakdown, and shit just got ignorant.
But I was ready for it, right? I was chilling. I
was like, punch your best friend in the face, but no fighting and shit. But like, damn, I fucked up with that mosh.
Yo, I'm there chilling. I had a beer in my hand. I went like this. I picked my beer. I went like that. I put my beer down. Boom! I fucking rocked. I was like, oh shit! I fucking went. I started scrapping with the kid. His boy comes from behind me, starts rocking me. Now my girl takes my Corona bottle, breaks it over the boy. Homie's there fucking buzzing.
Yo, Jay, he talking about Zach. He's talking about Zach and
whoa.
My dog. Yo, this new moshing you kids do is crazy, yo.
So now fucking
that shit's not even new though. That shit's been around for a minute. That shit's been around for like 20 plus years, bro. Like,
motherfuckers. Yo,
been around
listen,
for a minute.
I've been to a million shows. I saw Agnostic Front play at the Wetlands when I was 13 years old. Like, I've seen crazy ass shows. I was at the first $3 El Nino show at the World in New York City.
Yo, that was my next question. I was gonna ask you about that. The 92.3 shows that they used to have at the World at 42nd Street.
Yeah,
that's what I from 40 Below, and I saw El Nino at those shows growing up. Yo. Those are like
Diecast. I think Diecast opened those shows.
Diecast, exactly.
Holy shit! Yeah, that shit was sick. We did a Lodo. Us and El Nino did a Lodo show. It was like it was advertised on K-Rock 92.3, and it was 92 cents for the show, and they sold literally like 1,700 or 1,800 tickets. It was insane.
That's our first on Mudvayne. That's the Unreal video was shot at that show.
Yeah, I'm in that shit.
Yes.
So look,
it was shot at that show, and it was insane. One of the best nights in New York City that I can remember.
Easy. Hands down.
I love
our
your
bass
band,
player Hector punched the bouncer in the face that night. Yes.
So I mean, I know we didn't go around and we got a bunch of heads on, and I know Furious Supreme's on there from Guillotines and stuff, from Guillotines, and there's a, like you were saying, just to touch on your point, there's a whole movement of metal and rap and what people used to call new metal. There's a whole new movement of that, and I think like bands like Sylar, Hyro, myself, and Fire from the Gods and Dropout Kings, and even Guillotines, we are these bands that are kind of leading that charge. And the most important thing about it is honoring the bands that came before us and not forgetting that El Nino paved the way for us, not forgetting that Crazy Town paved the way, not forgetting that Slipknot, Korn, POD, these bands paved the way for us to be a thing. So
big ups to Sonny. I got Sonny
very much so.
Too. Big up. We got to open up for POD twice because of Hyro. Big ups to Hyro for that.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I mean, that's super dope. I was opening for POD. That's like crazy to me saying that shit. It's like, what the fuck, That's dope.
Yeah, I was talking to Sonny yesterday, man. And he was telling me, Sonny was saying that when they were doing it, it wasn't even like, there wasn't a name for it at the time. You know what I'm saying? And Run DMC and Aerosmith had done their thing, and Beastie Boys had their punk rock to transition straight into like hip hop, had their thing going. But he was saying that no one had a name for it, and no one could describe it, and they were just trying to throw anything that they could. And I'm so glad that Danny's on here because hardcore, as labeled as hardcore, but it was like the streets' response to what headbangers were doing in the suburbs. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It was like their response to it because it had hip hop written all over it. And it steeped real heavy in that it was steeped very heavy in that type of music and the culture and the streets and wearing Nikes and Air Max and basketball jerseys, but still having like the music was still punk rock in the sense, but it had like a real hip hop vibe to it. And I guess that was like the real birth of what people want to say is new metal now, like involving hip hop overtones with metal and guitars and playing it live and it being loud and it being, thrashy, and you can still get down to a pit in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It brought about, and there's these new bands and the new crop of bands coming up. I think it's really important that we continue that flag and never lose the identity, because I see a lot of us are moving, shifting more to like what the hip hop dudes are doing, where they have like, they look more like rockers now. And, we should never lose our identity as, first and foremost, we're metalheads, right?
Yeah.
And then second, then we are, then we're in a band, and then we're MCs, you know what I'm saying? So we'll never lose that identity as metalheads, never lose the identity that it's rock music. You feel me? And that's how we maintain our dominance as a leading force in music. That's how we stay and like you were saying before, becoming more part of the mainstream and getting the respect of the mainstream. That's how we stay that. We never lose the identity of being metal bands,
One great thing that you brought up is definitely like the fashion crossover between music and fashion.
Yes.
The crossover. And I mean, the older I got, at least, the less I paid attention to anything. The older I get, the less I kind of care what somebody wears. But when I was younger, it definitely was a thing that made a difference, If you're playing a particular kind of music and you look like you should be playing that kind of music.
That makes sense.
Absolutely, bro.
You're either genuine and you're the whole deal, or you're real about it, or you kind of maybe won't fit. A lot of people might not swallow it,
Facts. But we were all those hood kids that would walk into the rock shows with tracksuits on, when everyone had like black T-shirts and jeans and, they had the metal look. We were, those kids that came from the hood that were walking in with Jordans or something. And, we're just like, yo, what is this?
Like
being exposed to it. You feel me? And the funny thing is now that person has now become the
Frank, you gotta put Eddie back.
You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, you must be, like Frankie, Frankie from the Mirror. Frankie keeps it keeps it real like urban as the style would be considered, but he still plays heavy ass music. Jayden looks like he should be Jayden looks like a solo rapper, but he's still in a dope ass heavy band. You know what I'm saying? And he keeps it true to the fact that I still that's my culture, the way I dress and the way I look. But I'm still rocking out with the best of them.
I mean, that's part of the culture, though. We soak up shit when we're going around, like when we're kids, like what Cristian was saying. You know, like when you're a kid and you see your first pair of fucking Adidas, or you're like, I need a pair of those.
Yeah.
Or you might get your first pair of Dickies, but then as you get older, it becomes who you are. When you're younger, your identity. You know, like for instance, like I was taking shit, punk rock shit, or I was taking shit from hip hop or Run DMC, but now it's evolved, you know, like all of us have what we've soaked up more, or what we're more influenced by. But I think, and then all of a sudden it became commercialized when I remember I had to get Adidas and you could only get them at swap meets or from old stores, and they remade them, and then they started remaking them. Now you can get them at any Adidas store. So the whole style has evolved with hip hop,
big time.
And music in general becoming so mainstream.
Do you feel like the music a little bit? Do you think because like the style and how everyone wants to look look a certain way, and now everyone wants to wear a pair of Adidas or wants to wear a pair of Nikes and look like a rocker dude and chains, and do you feel that cheapens the music and it takes away from the music?
I think that anything cool will get oversaturated no matter what it is. So you just gotta find you and stick real to what you love. And if people start emulating that, it's like I've been rocking Adidas my whole life. So if it becomes the hot thing to do, I'm not going to stop wearing them because that's part of who I am. And those things usually come and go. People will gravitate to things, and the kids that are just chameleons will change up when the style changes. And I'll always be wearing a dirty pair of poppers. So I think that's how it goes. And also, like you were saying, with music, like especially albums, like obviously, like you had Pollywog Stew. I remember I was a skateboarder. I listened to my punk rock, like Minor Threat and Gangrene, and I lived in Boston. But then my uncle lived in Brooklyn when I was little, and that's where I first started seeing like freestyle circles. So then I started breakdancing. So I had both sides of it. I had the punk rock kids in Boston, and I had the hip hop shit that I was seeing in New York. And I naturally became both of those. Right. But when you look at like records, like you were mentioning all the classics, like Aerosmith, Run DMC, like the first shit that started happening, also Anthrax and Public Enemy. But then the people that I think really pioneered, like the record that really changed my life after, of course, Licensed to Ill and all that, but where it really started incorporating metal tones was the Judgment Night record. The Judgment Night. Well, Biohazard.
That was great.
Biohazard and Onyx.
I'm in those fucking videos.
New York shit.
Yeah, you in the videos, man? That's crazy.
That's how old I am.
Helmet was on that one.
Yeah.
That's another victim. Yeah. Helmet. That shit.
Yeah. That's a great point that you brought up that record, because a lot of people don't talk about it. Everyone talks about Limp Bizkit's $2 bill, y'all. They talk about, they talk about
Slipknot.
Well, DJ Lethal did the record before he joined Limp Bizkit.
Oh, word!
He's already doing that shit, right?
Lethal was on that.
Jeremiah
first. Before he even found Limp Bizkit, he was doing Judgment Night record. He produced on that.
My boy Mike Snap made that record. It's a producer.
Oh, really?
He's the one that put it together.
You know what record really actually, I think, had a huge impact, even though they might personally deny it, was Pantera's Far Beyond Driven record.
Bro, slaughtered. That's like OG shit, bro. That shit had breakdowns before breakdowns.
Yeah, they're
coming things like that.
Yeah.
And also with the rap music,
a lot of people to accept the more death metal movement that was going on at the time. Mm-hmm. Like when that album Vulgar Display of Power came out, it was a heavy death metal movement, extremely heavy death metal movement.
Right.
But
Suffocation
it wasn't
from Long Island was
at all.
pretty huge.
That album actually made it a little cool to have extremely brutal kind of screams. And I guess it showed people, hey, man, this is cool. You know?
Like it's not that bad. And you know what I'm saying? And aesthetically, it was pleasing to the ear because it had all sorts of grooves on it. And like Vinnie Paul was just a monster, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he would just break it down and do things that traditional metal drummers weren't doing. And it gave it some...
Vinnie Paul, R.I.P. Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah. Rest in peace. But it gave you could headbang to it. You could bop your head to it. You were like, no, this is kind of hell, man.
You could definitely...
got to have a drink with Vinnie Paul before he died. Not my mother.
Yo, Danny.
He got to meet Vinnie Paul.
What's up? The biggest moments ever. I walked into a bar.
You said
the first Deftones record, Adrenaline, was
Yo, Max, hold up. Max.
just outrageous.
Hold up, Max. What you say?
Oh, okay, real quick. Vinnie Paul got I fucking met the guy. In the bar right by PlayStation Theater, like Playwright, with my sister. Shout out to her. We walk in. I look in Vinnie Paul wannabe lookalike. Like, wow, what a whack. Like, whack. So go down to the fucking bar, get my drink.
Talk about a man up.
Get my drink. I look down the bar. I keep looking. I keep drinking. I keep looking. He's looking at me. I'm looking at him. I'm like, holy shit, is it him? I asked the bartender. I'm like, look on Google. See if they're playing. I looked up. Oh, yeah, just played. I'm getting fucking psyched. I'm like, hey, are you Vinnie Paul? He's like, hell yeah, I'm Vinnie Paul. I'm like, would you mind if I take a shot? Buy you a shot right now? He's like, fuck yeah, let's do it. I'm like, yeah, I literally took a shot with him. I'm like, yo, honestly, drummer to drummer, what's your secret, man? He's like, honestly, I'm still the 19-year-old kid inside. Just never stop having fun. I'm like, shit, cheers.
That's just
R.I.P. R.I.P.
I got similar
signature waiting right there, man. Boom, 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 at me. And I was like, holy shit. And ever since, I'm like, that's greatness. Like, wow.
Yeah, Vinnie Paul gave me a drink too, bro. He loved giving drinks. That's how he gets.
Loved it.
I almost thought you were going to go into a story about how you met somebody that was acting like they were Vinnie Paul.
That's what I thought it was going to too. Yeah.
I almost thought it was this guy, and he looked like Vinnie Paul. And, I bought him a drink, and that motherfucker wasn't even Vinnie Paul.
That's what I thought, too.
Yeah, I thought too.
Yo, but I want to ask Diablo a question, though. I want to ask Danny a question. Because you said your boy Mike, did the judgment.
Mike Snap is the one that put it together. He works for the record company. So Mike Snap is the guy who thought of the whole idea of putting the rap and rock.
The radio guy?
Mike Snap, the old guy, he's working with Von Lewis. He's like, before fucking homeboy, fucking Rick Rubin. Mike Snap, old school from A&R.
Yeah, the
beard, Uncle Mike.
I know Mike.
Uncle D guys, Uncle Mike.
He passed away a bunch of years ago, but he did radio on our first record.
He's still alive. Mike is still alive. But the first rap rock band that really was really out there, that was underground and got like really did the right way is Urban Dance Squad.
I remember.
Urban Dance Squad. Rage Against the Machine bit off Urban Dance Squad. You listen to Urban Dance Squad.
I gotta check that out, man. I ain't never heard of it.
Listen. I'm gonna do all you niggas right now. Listen to Urban Dance Squad's first album. Rage Against the Machine bit the shit on them. Vocals, guitars, everything. Everything.
He's right. You can do that.
Oh no. Right now. Straight up Urban Dance Squad. And Homeboy.
I gotta check it out, man.
People gotta know.
I don't know. You don't bug the fuck out. Yo, Urban Dance Squad. Deeper Shade Show.
I gotta check it.
Yo, Urban Dance Squad.
Yeah, I know all about Deeper Shade.
Yeah, Shifty, tell them.
Yeah.
I'm saying, yo, listen, like all that rap shit is there's only two types of music, everybody. Good music and bad music. That's all.
Yeah,
that's it. Niggas are whack or they're not whack. That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's all. And the whole street shit. Listen, look at all of us, all different colors, cultures, races, whatever. Be proud where you're from, B. And that's it.
True.
Listen, I was going to CBGBs as a 13-year-old kid. I'm a Puerto Rican Jew. And my mother's a black Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? I'm telling you straight up. Going to CBGBs, I got killed at CBGBs. Fucking get killed. Yo, I'm a hood kid. And I took that hood mentality and did my music. Has it got me far? I'm still doing it. You know what I mean?
That's a fact.
That's it. Queens, baby.
That's why I like, bro. This type of prodigy happens. Like the most natural thing, you know what I'm saying?
It's natural progression.
Exactly.
It's like
natural progression.
Energy, bro. Energy.
It is. And you, AJ, that said it was like the streets' answer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was a great description. Yeah.
It was the answer to what was going on in the suburbs with the headbanging shit. You know what I'm saying? It was only natural that New York was gonna pop off, Jersey was gonna pop off, you know what I mean? California, LA, like the Deftones. You know what I'm saying? It's like Glassjaw had this like. Glassjaw had a weird vibe to it.
Glassjaw was dope, mathematical.
Yeah, it was mad shit. But then the Deftones had their shit, you know, the same way, and it was kind of Deftones was like the West Coast answer to Glassjaw.
Quicksand. The Deftones was basically Quicksand mixed with Bad Brains.
Yeah, Quicksand.
Oh, yeah.
Quicksand mixed with Bad Brains and Fugazi next to Deftones.
And you know what?
Somebody one of my biggest influences ever as a musician, the group Quicksand.
Yeah, Sergio, B.
Oh, yeah.
Sergio made the bass.
That was fire, man.
Walter. Tom,
let me go.
Tom played for me for a little bit, played live with me, man. Tom.
Oh, he's dope.
Man, yeah, I had him. I had Kelly Scott from Failure play for me for a little bit. I had some legends come through, man. Like I went on tour with Cristian, man, brought me out, man, for my first time out.
Hey, what year was that? What year was that?
It was dope.
Yo, what year was that? Cristian
2003.
was like 2000. No, that was about 2000.
2003.
2009.
2009, yeah, that was in Brazil, yeah.
Well, Hyro, you went to Brazil with El Nino?
Yeah, they brought me on my first big tour, man. Yeah.
Good, bro.
Bro, I had no band. It was just me, the mic. My old manager.
Yo, Hyro, you're better off. Real solo, because once you get the band members, you got to deal with all their problems.
You got to deal with the problems of the shit.
Deal with all the shit.
But that's when I first started, like, I was sampling rock music and shit, so I just had the samples popping, and I'll go rock out on stage. Bro, the fans of fan love, bro.
That'll work.
Crazy, man. So I always think I need
the first time I
bringing me out, man.
Wow.
That's funny. The first time I ever heard Hyro the Hero, I was chilling in the studio. Cristian called me. He's like, "Yo, Jeremiah, come over here. I need an 8." I came to the room, gave him an 8. I'm there rolling up. He's like, "Yo, I want you to hear this kid. Benji just signed him." Boom. Plays your music. You know what I mean? Omar was there because Omar was making beats for you.
Yeah,
I'm listening to the beats. I'm like, "Oh, this shit is crazy." And then he's like, "Yo, this kid's how again?" And then he's like, "Yo, we're about to take him on tour." I was like, "That's one of the most luckiest motherfuckers in the world."
Yo,
that was a good tour, though. We love your manager. That's why we were like, you know, at the time, and that says a lot about business relationships too, how important they are sometimes. Like,
yeah, but
love your manager. We loved your manager, and it was like, oh, okay, he's a really good friend. This is an artist that works with him. Of course, we're gonna try to see if, you know.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Bro. And it came out so dope, man. You know, I learned so much from it. It helped me out, bro. And so, well, thank you for that. Like you said, I just want to touch it and chime in on that stuff because, like I said, it's a natural progression into this stuff, and it's so dope. Like being here with all y'all, because, you know, coming from where I come from, you know, it's like the hood. I grew up on rap mostly, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of fell in and twisted. So to see people who was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, man, y'all just like me, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like family almost when you see each other, you know? It's so crazy. Like, oh, shit. There was other brothers rocking like this, keeping it street and rocking out, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up.
That goes back to the fashion thing that AJ brought up, though, you know? Like, that's why, that's why there's this new wave of bands that somebody out here, you know, you paved the way for that shit because, like, the kids in the street can relate to that shit big time, you know what I'm saying? And, like, I mean, you know, being in Queens, like, and I walked to the deli, I heard hip-hop fucking blasted everywhere. So the minute I heard the bands that put that shit in it, it felt like home. You know what I'm saying?
What part of Queens
exactly,
from?
Bro.
Elmhurst.
What part of Queens? Elmhurst.
Yes, sir.
Oh shit, Elmhurst.
Jackson Heights.
I lived in
Elmhurst. Jackson Heights right here, baby.
Hey.
Jackson Heights all day.
82nd was home turf, bro. You know.
Yeah. You're by 78th Street Park?
Well, I grew up right next to Queen Center Mall my whole life.
Oh man,
my mom's business.
Yeah. My right cash.
Hey, so you knew my man at the kiosk. You knew my man at the kiosk. My man at the kiosk, bro, selling the fucking shit.
We were lucky.
You know what I'm talking about, bro.
In New York, man. We were really blessed in the tri-state area in the Northeast. I think we were really blessed to have that because we had the hardcore. We had Danny Diablo and you know what I'm saying. But then we also had Anthrax and we had we had everything.
I love Anthrax.
You know what I mean? We had, I'm from Brooklyn, I had reggae, you know what I mean? Because I'm Jamaican, so I had reggae music. I had everything in in a small radius, you know what I'm saying? So I think we were really blessed, and that's how it differed from, I guess, Hyro, you went to high school in Texas, right?
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. Like, I come from Texas, man, and y'all talked about the breakdowns and Pantera and shit like that. Like, that's what drew me in is because, we got the trap sound down here and everything's slow in Texas. I'm in LA right now, but when I was in Texas, everything's slow.
Chopped and screwed, Paul Wall.
Yeah, that kind of vibe. So when shit broke down that kind of way, I was like, why is ain't nobody rapping on this shit? What the fuck? So I said, man, let me take them parts and start rapping on them hoes, man.
That's awesome.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to take everything. You're supposed to take everything where you're from and just put it in there, bro. Like my shit was all the time. I would go to the hardcore shows with people from my neighborhood where I grew up with, and they would fuck mad niggas up, and niggas would be like, "Oh man, this nigga's there, yo, easy sex up in this bitch," and I became like, when niggas meet me, they think I'm 6'5" and steroids, and stuffy niggas. I'm like, hey, what's up, guys? Yo,
shout out to New York though. Shout out to New York. Irate, Billy Club Sandwich, Irate. Those were the bands that put me
Castle Heights,
man. I was like 14. They put me on to all the culture. They schooled my ass and shit. You know what I'm saying?
When I was like 16, I went to Lamore's and I saw Danny knocking it out in the front. At Lamore's, fam, I was like, yo, this is what
Lamore's was ill.
This is the culture, you know what I mean? I've seen you do some work on fools out there, man.
You know what? I wish that I could go back and understand it more. You guys are younger. Understand the business because the business is fucking shady. And this right now, you guys do it independent. Fuck the major labels. It's called OPM, other people's money. Use other people's money to get where you get. Fuck that. The tax write-up went up. Use their money.
OPM while keeping the PMA. OPM while keeping the PMA. What are you talking about?
Yo, listen.
It's not about OP. It's not about I'm down with OPP anymore. It's about I'm down with
OPM. Exactly. Yo, listen, guys. I gotta go to on the road right now to go pick something up. I'll be back. I love you niggas. All of you stay clean and do your fucking music. Peace.
For sure, man. Thank you, man. For sure.
Big up.
Man, he lit it up, man. That was words of wisdom, man.
That's an OG, man.
That's OG.
Real.
One more thing I want to chime in on the fashion thing, man. Y'all got me on that fashion thing, man. The baggy jeans to the skinny jeans. And the skinny jeans, back in the days, hip-hop was all about the baggy jeans. And so to see hip-hop transition into skinny jeans, I think opened up the mindset for this fucking world we in now. It might be something small, but look, it's about the jean size.
Hey, checkered Vans too, Vans. Like no one was wearing Vans. Like the
Vans too, you're right, man.
And as soon as I started rocking Vans, it was like, oh, you're a weirdo. You're weird, but now all rap people look weird. It's funny.
Right.
The fashion that fashion shit always gonna play a huge thing. I think also too, like skating though too, like hella people.
Oh,
when I grew up, like everybody that liked metal music and liked hip hop, like all the niggas skated, all of them. So like when I hung out with the skaters, they was all banging like all the dope shit.
Every one of my band skates. Every one of my band skates. Everybody popping. Crazy shit.
And the whole graffiti scene. It all goes
just merge the two together.
It's all part of the culture. It's a culture that stemmed out of like I really think it came from like hip hop, and the streets really took it to a whole nother level. Like there was metal, and there were big metal bands. There were huge bands like Metallica, huge bands like Slayer, but they're metal bands. You know what I'm saying? But you have bands like El Nino, you know, even with 40 Below, when you guys were like really heavy on the scene, like they were at the forefront. Fear Factory had the electronic drums in there that even had hip hop elements.
Yeah,
and the Crazy Town came out. It just took it it blew up and took it to a whole other scene. I don't know what's gonna happen or what's gonna take it back there. The camaraderie, I like that. The fact that we all are really fans of each other's bands, especially the younger guys here that are touring heavy right now, you know. But I don't know, maybe another Family Values or something. Maybe that kind of
that's exactly what I'm saying.
That'll probably do
back
it,
in the day. Even if you
that's a good idea.
And when we were on top, it's like there was a lot more of like Korn going out and finding new bands and bringing them on tour, or you know, other bands backing other bands. Like our first record deal was offered to us from Korn. You know what I'm saying? So bands were definitely helping each other more then, and I think there was more money behind the bands back then. But at the same time, like we took out Dropout Kings. Like me and Hyro got my new single has Hyro on it.
Yeah.
All of us, like I saw this shit. Like all of us need to be working with each other. When we are doing shows nearby each other, we need to get each other on the bill. We need to be proactive.
Yeah. Secret set vibes. Big secret set vibes. Secret set vibes. We need
proactive.
Take it back, you know?
Promoting each other and finding what's cool and creating a movement, because I believe that fucking all of our, whether it's trap or it's fucking new metal, whatever the fuck you want to call it, we all know when we're in a similar genre. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Of course, the drums are going to change with time.
Too many names.
You know, I got trap on my new shit. That's beside the point. We're MCs and we sing and we have rock influences and we all make similar music. So I think it's about all of us together and creating a movement, because you got kids that are new. You got a lot of kids that are coming in the scene that are creating huge new scenes. And it's like the new metal and rock hip hop scene is actually not where it could be. It's a way bigger movement.
I agree.
But everyone is separated. We're all separated. Everyone keeps their little fan base to themselves instead of sharing.
You gotta take the power back from the
Nobody want to share. Nobody want to share. Nobody want to share.
And with technology now,
it's like they be like, yo, it's my thing. That's what they be like. They be like, it's my shit.
Yeah.
Take that shit from me. Fuck that shit.
We should all do a song with 10 verses on it and drop it.
That's great ideas right there.
Let's all do a track and all drop it to all of our fan bases so everyone knows. You know, it's like we can do it now with technology. That shit on Pro Tools.
Yo, Tech 9 does it all the time with the collabos. You know?
Yeah, dope ass
Hyro, you started, bro.
What'd you say?
Features, you know what I mean? So let's get it started now.
Don't get started now. Make a beat real quick.
You up first, bro. You up first.
Oh, man.
Yo, man. One thing I really hope that comes out of this, and it's like on some real shit like Shifty was just saying and AJ was just saying, is that, you know, and Chris, and I've always seen Chris and Max do it. I grew up seeing guys like Chris and Max work together and combine their fan bases, and I was at every one of those shows. And Tommy and I are like, I feel like we're like the new Chris and Max of like Jersey and New York, how they were doing it back in the day. We're like, you know, and I feel like, you know, if we really all like keep pushing and just stay on this shit and believe in each other and come together more, and it shouldn't take, it's sad that it took a pandemic for this to happen, but you want to know what? God works in mysterious ways, and I believe in, you know, this all really happened. I really hope that I see tracks. I would love to see fucking Concrete Dream do a track with Jayden, and then Jayden do a track with fucking AJ, and Hyro do a track with, I would love to see all of us land down the line and vibe with each other in music, and definitely play shows. Like we're opening for, hopefully, God willing, we're opening up for Crazy Town in December.
But that's what I'm talking about. You guys called me up, and I got you on the bill the next day.
Word up.
That's what it's all about. It's like It's like we got it. We got to hook each other up, man, and we got that's how the shit will work. Yeah, you're right. Like Dropout Kings, I'm working on a track right now that they just sent me. I've lagged on it, and I got my new record coming out. It's like we're all making music. I saw Jynx. I didn't even know. I saw the video. I was like, who are these fucking kids? So fucking from the gate. I like that right when I saw it. So,
hey, we got some shit coming out with Dropout Kings too.
Cristian, what are you coming out?
Hey,
I've been on that lookout.
Hey, man.
I've been out here.
We trying to
send that shit to you, baby.
I want to hear. Did that shit with Dope Sick. Wait, what was that shit you did with Dope Sick, Cristian?
Oh, it was like an off, like just like a
just a one-off.
I did with them. But I wanted
to one-off with them. My boy Johnny just did one. Johnny,
back in the day, man, it feels like there was a huge camaraderie locally, for sure. And you should give credit to E-Town Concrete. I don't know if anybody remembers E-Town Concrete.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
They're on episode 2. Money on
Mandibles. As far as being hard,
going to be on the show.
Y'all guys do realize that Dave Von Dragon from E-Town Concrete plays guitar with 40 Below Summer now, right?
Right. Like Max, when we did shows back in the day, all that.
Wait, hold on, Chris.
Yeah.
Dave plays guitar for 40 Below Summer now. You guys know that, right?
I didn't know that.
No?
No.
It's been for like 5 years. Okay.
Wow. Yo, I love you, Tom, man. Yo, Shifty.
I love you too. I've known those guys for 20 years.
Shifty, you mentioned Johnny Two Mics. You know, I gave him that name.
I know. Oh, you did? All right.
I gave him that name. Because he used to sing with Two Mics. He was in a band called, it started with an S. It was the band from Phoenix, and he used to sing with two mics. And I was like, yo, Johnny Two Mics.
What? Johnny Two Mics?
Johnny Two Mics. Yeah, they have 2 mics. And he'd be like this, and it looked like 2 toss coming out of this.
Yeah, I love Johnny. Johnny Two Mics. That's my boy. He came on the road with us.
Yeah. Rascal's the homie, too. I did a track with Lethal.
Yep. Exactly. Yeah, we got to do a track, too.
But I just wanted to finish off what I was saying really quickly. In the local scene,
guys,
once you got a manager and a booking agent, they want to try to make everything extremely tough on you. At least some people do. But I think it's really up to the musicians, the artists, that have to say, hey, look, but I want to make this happen this way because this is family. I want to, include them in the show. I want to do a track with them, whatever it is. And I think musically, it's definitely easier to do collaboration. Hip hop is huge for that. I mean,
it's crazy. Right. It's crazy. You got collaborations dropping every week with the biggest artists and shit.
Yeah.
But we not doing that shit. We got to get on that shit, bro.
Lots of collaboration.
It's the only way the shit is gonna thrive, bro. We need to be put on, bro.
Not only that, but we should do some tours, like gas money tours, where we get like the guarantee from all the clubs and we do like 6 bands and fucking drive across the country.
That's a great idea.
Yo, I love that. Because all these managers' labels being like, oh, no more tour, more than 4 people. Like, bro, let's change the fucking game. Let's actually.
Well, that's true.
I'll do it.
Let's change the fucking shit, bro.
I'll tell you right now, hip hop don't give a fuck how much people on it.
Exactly.
You gotta take the
Why the fuck are we getting shitted on for that shit? You feel me? Why are we getting on for that? How come we can't eat and all these motherfuckers in the hip hop game is eating mad
They
swell?
eating mad good.
Eating mad good. Eating mad good. People here lucky if we get $100 guarantee. That's real. Add a lot of you. You know what I'm saying though? You know what I'm thinking about though.
People be prideful too. They don't want to like. Oh no, I feel like people get prideful. They be like feeling like, oh man, I'm in the, like you said, like you was just saying, like they feel like this is my shit, and so they want they want to be like, oh, I'm not trying to mix, even though they're literally mixing genres or whatever in their head. It's like, oh, I'm a marketed just like
it's gotta be me.
Band.
I could be the only one.
Like, bro, you spitting bars, so like. Why would you not try to access the deepest pool of music right now in the world, which is hip hop? Because people all around the world are smashing these tracks. Yeah. So it's just like it's just so crazy because people don't ever want to take notes from hip hop shows. I'm like, bro, like,
my thing too. I think every genre get their time too. You get what I'm saying? It's like, you know, hip hop get it. I mean, hip hop took it for a long. It's up there now, but rock used to be like that. EDM always come around every so often and be the biggest shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think, you know, shit will come always soon in a way. Just,
I mean, rock is making its way, bro. I mean,
yeah. Well, Hyro's killing it right now with
Ozzy on the same song. That's just crazy.
It's all about that, dude. Do as many features as we fucking can with each other.
Yo, look, in 24 hours, I had Hyro on Pit Trap. That's how dope Hyro is. He didn't know me from a can of paint. He didn't know me from a can of paint. Jail Raid sends him, yo, listen to this band from Jersey. Boom. Hyro, here's that shit. Yo, I want to get on this track. I'm getting on this shit.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, Hyro, I dead found out about you like 10 years ago on the Blackout. You remember the Blackout?
Oh, snap.
That was literally how I found out about you, like mad long, just scrolling on YouTube type shit. You know what I mean? Like we find each other in weird ways, bro. Like I know
they took me out there to England, bro. That's what's up, man.
I known about a lot of y'all from mad long. I known Jay playing local shows like 10 years ago type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's what's up. See, and that's
it is always connected. Shit is always connected.
You feel me? Yeah. It's like such a deep thing that go on with years, and you know people know each other, so you can't just jump in the game like, oh, I'm the new motherfucker in town, I'm taking over this.
Yeah, you gotta know what's up. You gotta know what's up.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta show love to the OGs, man. You have to show respect.
You gotta show love to the OGs.
Like,
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah. And to people that have, you know, if you see potential, like you always got to put, you know, some love into it. I mean, Tommy knows when we played our CD release shows, like they're the first band we hit up. You know what I'm saying? Because we're close.
That's
like,
a fact.
We see some shit there.
And that shit was crazy. That shit was popping as hell, bro. I saw your VIP line. You had mad people waiting to meet you and shit. Like,
it was sick, bro. Man. It was a good experience, but like it's dope when you know, because people used to do that shit for my band too, and that shit's fucking awesome. I mean, there's obviously different tiers to all those levels, but you know, when people help you out like that and you return it back to someone else in the future, you know what I'm saying? Like you just see it go full circle, bro. And that's what it's all about.
So all it takes is an email, you know, somebody can start a beat, get whatever guitar player you want, and just all it takes is an email. You know what I'm saying?
Hey guys, I have an idea.
Start circulating something.
I have a challenge and I have an idea.
There's more access than ever before. There's definitely way more access than ever before to producers, artists. You're really away from contacting whoever you want on your song. You know, having the best producer that you think is the shit right now, having him produce your track. It's really an email. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Exactly. We're just an email away from changing the world. For real.
It's funny you said that, AJ. It's funny you said that. When I first met Jayden, I met Jayden with his manager at Ron's party. What's your manager's name, Jayden?
Thomas.
I met Thomas. It was his birthday. God bless. The day after his birthday, whatever. And I remember talking to him, and he spit some knowledge at me. He came at me, you know, and he didn't know me from a can of paint either. And he was like, you know what, kid? You would not believe the power of the DM, the power of the email, like the power of the fucking direct message. You know what I'm saying? And I was like,
too, man.
Yo, it hit me. I ain't gonna lie, dude. You could ask Chris, you could ask Danny, you could ask Max, Shifty. You know, you got everybody here. Like even Hyro. Like when I got the vibe out with you, I'm like a sponge. I learn from everybody. As brothers, we should inspire each other. If you're not inspiring,
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't building. You ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like that's how I feel. You know what I mean? So all of y'all, everybody on this chat here has inspired me in a different way, and I want to tell the world that. On some real shit, like AJ, when I just recently got into your band and heard your records, you could ask Swan, I can't even tell you how your shit blew me away. That shit was crazy.
Appreciate you, fam.
Yo, no record has blown me away like that since I heard the first El Nino record by El Nino. And I swear that.
Revolution? That was my shit.
I swear on my mother. No record, I'm saying it right now,
record, man.
has moved me like that. The way you did American Sun, that whole album.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
American Sun, fire, bro.
Yeah, that shit is insane.
Respect, man. Respect.
That shit was hot. That shit with Sonny was popping.
That shit was kind of popping.
Yeah. I was Sonny about that yesterday.
Yo, guys, let's just do a clap. That's my theme of the show. Every time we got clap it up. Clap for it, nigga. Just clap for it.
Yeah, I have to get a quick time out and say straight up to like Cristian and Shifty, bro. Like, I loved your fucking bands going up, bro. Like, if you told me 12 years ago, like, you're going to be on a chat with these dudes just fucking talking
about shit.
I never believe it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm getting texts like, look how excited you are
like,
talking to Cristian. Like, I'm getting texts.
I know. Yeah, that shit is sick, bro.
This was my goal.
Yeah, if we could just take a second, bro. I was in the Bronx, man, in high school, and I heard that fucking that Roadrunner sampler that had Kill Switch on it. It had 36 Crazy Fist on it.
Machine
and
Head.
yo, I heard Revolution. All those other bands I'd like heard a little bit, and I heard metal shit. I was like, this is sick, but yo, then I heard it was fucking boom 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 doom 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 live. I'm local. I'm local. Oh my god, bro! Like, what the fuck is this?
And Omar
blew me away, fam. Blew me away.
Man, and you just said something. You just said something very important. Roadrunner Records. You know that label alone probably
led the way for a lot, man. Paved the way for a lot.
And if they didn't do it commercially until recently, you know, they gave bands the faith that it could be done on some kind of big
on some sort of level. Right.
You know, the growth of metal and at least a label growing metal, and they gave them faith, you know, and that goes a long way when you're in artist.
It does. Yo, because at the end of the day, like,
this dream, but am I even gonna be able to make this happen?
But you wanted to what?
And the label like that, Roadrunner. I mean, I was a huge fan of the Roadrunner bands. Fear Factory, are you kidding me? Burton led the way as far as like screaming, singing, melodic, heavy. He was the as far as I'm concerned, you know, the founder and VOD also, Vision of Disorder.
They got the VOD.
Oh, VOD, man. VOD paved the way for a lot of bands.
Hey, y'all, if I fall off, it's my fucking phone dies, so. It's about to die, so.
Damn, charging, man.
I got the headphones.
Well, I can't hear charge that shit, Hyro. Stop playing, dude.
I know, right?
Plug that shit in. Plug that shit. If I plug it in, then I can't hear with the headphones. That's the problem.
All right, put on speaker. Put it on speaker.
I gotta find a way to get it with. That's why I walk. I'm trying to figure out how to get the shit cord and shit.
Yo, pass that.
Yeah.
Yo, Cristian, I got a question, bro.
Because this shit low as fuck when I take it off with the headphones.
Jay got a question for Cristian. Let's go.
Yeah. I hate to be the guy to bring this card in. I mean, but I feel like it's a big thing, especially with our genre and like the music. You know, like being a minority. You know what I'm saying in the band, right? Like, what was that like back in the day? It's you know, it's one thing now. What was it like in that time?
Excuse me?
Good question.
Luckily for us,
like, was there anything different or like
being a minority?
Who was saying earlier about the multicultural, you know, melting pot of New York? We were lucky.
We're from New York. It really means
El Nino. I don't know that a band like El Nino would have ever been able to come out of Nebraska. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Without like melting pot, the cultural blend there, you know, the acceptance, the open hearts of just kids that were from the street that liked metal, but liked a little bit of everything, or into hip hop.
You gave us a voice, bro. You gave us a voice. You like, yo, it's okay.
Dominicano soy, you feel me, bro? Like,
let's go.
All of us, bro. You put a voice, all of us. Type shit. You made Latino metal popping as fuck, bro.
Yeah, bro, that shit's big, you know, when like
you made it cool. You made it cool for Hispanic Latino frontmen to like do their shit. You know what I mean? I never seen that shit before you, to be honest.
And let me tell you something, bro. When I heard How Can I Live in Spanish, bro, that shit blew my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up with like listening to Maná and Anito Verdes and all that shit. So like when I heard a song this heavy with that vibe in Spanish, bro, you gotta understand, like, there's a massive just chunk of people that are gonna relate to it, you know, and that helps the kid sitting in Elmhurst that doesn't think he could actually achieve a dream and be like, damn, there's a dude doing it right there, and I could do that shit too. And that goes with everything else. You know what I mean?
Putting it the fuck on for everybody.
Yeah, for real.
Word up.
That's like some real shit.
So right, man. When I saw it, I was like, "What the hell is going on right here, man? This is insane." Never seen no shit like that before.
You get a sense of confidence when you see someone that looks like you, that relates to you. You know what I mean? Jardel had the football shirts on, the soccer shirts, and I'm a big football fan. You know, so man's rocking the Brazil shirt, and I'm talking to him about football. It's like, you know, the dread dudes and you know, talking about Soulfly and you know, and Max was up there, you know, with 40 Below, and it's just such a heavy hip-hop vibe and such a heavy, like, ethnic vibe, if you want to call it. But it made you feel so comfortable that
is the right word for sure.
You didn't have to go in. You didn't have to go into a club, you know, because sometimes, like, living in, when I used to tour early, we would play, like, Georgia, you know, and I'd be in the corner like, oh, my God, like, I don't belong here, you know what I'm saying? But you get back up north and you still have, you go to shows like El Nino and you see those bands, you're like, you know what, fuck this. I can do this. If these dudes can go out there and tour and be that guy in front of band and make such a racket around the world, I can do this.
We are everywhere.
Yo, that's true. When I heard of Bad Brains for the first time in Fishbone, and that tripped me out, bro. I was like, oh, these
PMA, bro. PMA. It's all about the PMA. Positive mental attitude.
I remember
about that.
For real,
I remember when you first heard Bad Brains, dude.
I remember, you was around during that time.
I was like, have you never heard Bad Brains before?
Exactly.
Yeah. We gotta play this dude this shit.
That's the show, man. He was around during the whole process of a lot of this shit. So I was on, like, you know, what was Radio Rock until they started putting me on to the real deal shit way before, you know what I'm saying? So that, especially Bad Brains. Well, I didn't hear about Bad Brains till Benji back in the day. That really tripped me out, dude.
But the first track
Benji Gold?
I ever heard.
Yeah, Benji Gold.
Benji. He's great.
Over one of the songs on the end of Heartache. I can't remember which one it was. But you were throwing down just like straight rhymes, bars. I forgot what it was. It was a Kill Switch track.
I forgot which Kill Switch track it was, but it's the in Brazil where I had them. They gave me a standing ovation that time at that show. Yeah, I forgot the name of which song I sampled. Yeah, it's Kill Switch.
Hyro in Brazil, huh?
Yeah,
that's wild.
Hyro, they were loving you out in Brazil.
Oh, bro, they love me out there.
There's always. I mean, the racial boundaries are always there, even for white boys trying to cross over into hip hop back in the day.
Hell yeah.
For people to take you serious, it's always been. There's always those obstacles, but at the end of the day, dude, music is a melting pot. It always will be.
Exactly.
Yo, Shifty. Shifty, did you ever get flamed for like rapping and shit like that back in the day? Did anybody ever flame you for being like, white boy rapping on some shit that happened?
Oh, I bet, yeah.
I remember, like, I grew up. One of my first times getting on stage at a freestyle competition, I was getting booed before I fucking even kicked a bar. Just getting up on the stage.
This was in Boston?
Yeah, that was when I moved to LA. I remember it was when Gazzari's was there and there was an open mic. But then it was like, it didn't even matter if I was dope or not. Fools didn't even let me get to the mic. I remember that. But that just made me work harder. You know what I'm saying? That just made me work harder. But yeah,
that's fair. That's right, because that's all you could do, right? When they try to hate is just be like, hey, I'm not going to stop coming. I'm going to keep coming till I get on the mic, bro.
Showing face, I'm going to keep spitting shit and suck my dick. Fuck out of here.
Right, like, till one of these times you just run up and steal the mic and just start going on.
I was lucky that I grew up with a lot of really strong
folks, you know, like, I can't get in that clique. That clique don't let me in, you know?
Yeah.
Exactly you said, keep working harder. That's it. Just keep working harder, and it'll come
always better, man.
Or you're at a level where they're going to be like, holy fuck, this dude's the real deal. You know, eventually it'll come around.
You're right.
And you know what? You want to hear something crazy, guys? Back in the day, you know, growing up with Chris, I used to always see him go on these crazy tours. I used to be always so jealous, and they would take a Hyro. I was always like, damn, they going back out. And Chris has seen me in so many different bands, fail and, you know, strive, you know, through my whole career. I've been doing this shit a long time, some real shit. And fucking, like, not to lose the point, but it's like just the fact that you can really do this shit and really keep on going and fuse this shit to me was a crazy inspiration, Chris. Like, on some real shit, man. Like, I can't tell you how much it inspired me.
I mean, there's a market out there for what we do, and it's an undeniable market because people, sometimes kids don't even care what they're listening to. They're just like, yo, it's heavy, it's got guitars in it. Let me go rock out and just lose my mind to it. So there's never ever been, I've never felt like there wasn't a market for what we do. You know, so there's always going to be an opportunity, whether one band fails and the next band does well, you just carry on, just keep going, just keep going, just keep going.
Yeah.
And it's the real I've always been on that let me in, you know what I mean?
As long as you do what you love and you do it because you love it, you're going to have ups, you're going to have downs.
Exactly.
Reinvent yourself, man.
Right.
You know, I want to the one who's writing, man.
A good thing to put out there, too, a good vibe to put out there, anybody that really even is a musician is, like Diablo said, like Danny Diablo said, let's not forget this. Get your business in order.
Real talk.
In a situation, if you're like, oh, hell no, this shit did not just happen. You know? So get your business in order. It is important. Obviously, the music will always be number one. You'll always have people saying, oh, nah, you know, the business is more important. They're always going to try to minimize everything to make you.
Yeah, you're right.
You need people out there.
To put you in a box.
But wait, but hold up. How do you know to make the right decision? Like, it's like they're going to drop you or like you got to do what they say type shit. Like, I don't know if you've been through shit like that before. Like, have labels ever told y'all to do some specific shit and you're just like, nah, fuck it?
In situations like that, if you have great camaraderie with your band, like if you have like an amazing brotherhood with your band, the decisions will always be right.
Yeah.
The instinct
that's right. I feel that one.
Brotherhood, the chemistry will always outdo any one person trying to come in and being like, this ain't right. Why don't you guys try this? The chemistry will always drive it further, but it is important that the chemistry is there. If it's not, then it's
wait, you gotta understand this too. Like my band and shit like that. Like we got mad chemistry and shit like that. We got a lot of chemistry. We're all from New York. We're all from Dykeman, the Bronx, Queens. And shit like that, you know, but like, yo, like these motherfuckers be trying to trying to control us type shit. So like, you know, like, I don't know if that's like a new thing or like if that was a back in the day type thing, but like, bro, that's the thing though. They be trying to like control what you do and shit like that.
Yeah, I think more now, so baby.
I'm telling you, like, it's real shit that's going on right now.
In hip hop, anybody that's crossing over hip hop, you have to be careful.
Yeah.
But also no deal
starts out there.
You want the fucking wrong deal, bro. You want the right deal.
You know,
it's about patience. It's about understanding what kind of deal you're signing yourself on. And also now with such a fucking internet-driven fucking world, man, it's like,
yo, you need TikToks. You need TikToks to be popping. Like your band needs TikToks to be popping. That's how fucked up it is now. Like,
bro, you're so right.
Our fan base is in the hands of some like 17, 18-year-olds on fucking TikTok, and that's just fucking dog, bro.
Bro, that's what I don't get about it. Yeah, like your song gotta be, you gotta make some bullshit that people can do stupid shit to, and then it's gonna get popular. I don't get that type of shit.
Latin music, I'm gonna take it back to Latin music. In Latin music, the dance with the singing thing, you know, like attach this dance to this singing line or attach this dance to this rhyme. In Latin music, they've been doing that for, I don't know, decades, you know?
Well, no, they attach it, like, jump off a goddamn building with your goddamn song, and then like, everybody else do it now, you know, TikTok.
Macarena, right? Don't let me bring you back. Listen.
Yo, Macarena.
The tipsy slide, the topsy slide. What is it called? Topsy slide, right?
Electric slide and shit, huh? Cha-cha slide and shit.
The cha-cha slide?
That came from the Macarena.
Macarena, yeah, I remember that shit.
Yo, High 97. That's the only wave, bro. That's the only
I'm about to jump on
High 97 type shit.
Or they need to bring K-Rock back, man. Mainstream terrestrial radio, as it's known, really needs to give a shot to newer bands. And we were lucky on this last effort of ours, An American Sun with Right Now, to have gone number 6 on the Billboard because we had a good team behind us. You know, and the team like pushed it, but what main terrestrial radio needs to do needs to stop having the labels have to incentivize why you play a band. Because I have the same, but I say, like, how many more times do you want to hear Weezer or play Sweater Song on mainstream rock radio?
Man.
Give a new band a shot. Give a new band, play something off the streets, and once it pops off, then we go there. But everyone's so afraid to take chances now. Like, labels are afraid to step forward and say, like, listen to this band, give my band a shot. You go, oh, well, if you want Fire from the Gods, you're going to have to, you know, we're going to have to get you some other band, or you're going to have to play this. You get the first single from XYZ band, and then you play the new band. You know what I'm saying? And then they're playing you at midnight when no one's really listening to the radio. But it's like, give bands a shot. Play them at the prime times. Let people hear them. That's what they take the power back from the labels. And it's very good to have a team and have a good team. And to, the chemistry between band and team should be something that flows, and it ebbs and it flows. But there really should be a lot more power in the hands of the artists. And the artists really need to step up and look after each other. And I think creating camaraderie, because there's strength in numbers, right?
But how we step up? How do we step up? How do we step up? How do we step up without being disrespectful? How do we step up without being disrespectful? How do we step up?
How do you step up?
How you
own everything.
Kicked out the game.
Here's how you step up.
How you tell them suck my dick and they play your song?
Look, own everything.
How does that happen?
That's how you step up. Own your own van. Own your own trailer. Own your own vehicle. Own your own recording studio. Own everything. Take whatever advance money you get, whatever fucking royalties you get. Own everything. That's how you tell them to fuck off. You own everything. You own your fan base. They don't own your fan base. You do.
Yep.
Own everything.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
We on that shit. We on that shit.
That's how you tell them to fuck off. Own everything.
And work hard.
That's real talk.
Don't these bands, like some of these bands, these kids that come up to you on a show and they ask you a question, how do I do this? How do I do that? But all they're doing is sitting on their computer at home.
Save your money. Don't spend it on stupid shit like drugs and fucking hookers. Fucking own everything.
Whoa. That's right. Matt.
You get your drugs and hookers for free. You spend your money on fucking shit.
What are you talking about? Get crazy. It's a lot going on. It's a lot going on in his life right now.
Don't pay for drugs and
I fuck with this shit.
Get it for free.
Rockstar, you get that free.
Chris, back me up on this.
I feel what you're saying.
Chris, you didn't pay for drugs and sex when we were touring. Did either of us know? We didn't pay for drugs and sex.
But back then we were lucky, man. We had labels that really invested a lot of the money, and the teams were really fucking phenomenal.
You guys were. Back then it was a whole different fucking story, bro.
There was way more money involved back then.
Chris.
Way more money, way more fucking guap.
Way more money.
Y'all guap was correct. Y'all guap was correct. Our shit is negative.
It's negative.
Yeah. That shit is fucked up.
I'm making music videos on my iPhone.
But nowadays, bro, me and Hyro just made a
We making videos dolly. We making videos fucking dolly for this shit, bro.
The video we just made is sick as fuck. They're editing it right now.
But we still make.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Made it with a fucking cell phone. So you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Sure, word. But I do need a helicopter and fucking shiny suits like Diddy in a video one day. The money y'all was playing with, man.
I'll take that too.
Yes, sir.
Gotta get on that.
If my fit not worth $50K, I'm dubbing the video.
Exactly, man.
I was talking to Sonny from POD, man, and Sonny was like, and Marcos, they were saying that the video for Live had a $500,000 budget. Like, what? Like
that's wild, man. That's wild.
Name with butterfly.
That's ridiculous.
No Fire from the Gods video cost over 10 grand.
Listen, the video for What Comes Around, was a $300,000 budget.
Jesus, but that was
Butterfly was fine.
I was playing with, man.
Butterfly, I'm sure was up there. Butterfly,
That was half a million. Yeah.
Chris, me, man, like what?
The Marco Ciego video?
Yeah.
The Marco Ciego video is $300,000?
Hey, directors were getting paid.
There was no DSLR camera.
Directors were getting paid. We're buying all the hookers. I'll tell you,
If you were going to shoot a video, the video directors wanted catering trucks there, and they needed the best.
Crazy.
But you know what's fucked up?
The budget was for the Miles Summer video, Deftones, like
but we had to pay back every penny. We had to pay back every fucking penny.
That's what happens.
Unreal.
Bro, y'all were mentioning that like, yo, so yo, this is my dad's band right here. This is my dad's band, Too Much Boy. They had LL Cool J in there. And the label made them, they were in debt for this video. They did a cover of LL Cool J's song in like 1989. And they were in mad debt for mad long.
Wow.
For mad long, they had to pay this shit off. And that shit was in the late 80s, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is fucked, bro. Like, how are we actually going to be able to get a consistency in our fucking paper, bro? Because, like...
balance it out, right? You just got to balance it between the shows, balance it between the merch. And like Max said, own all your shit. You know, it's like, it's
own
hard.
Your shit, man. If you can tour, you own your fan base. You own the people that buy your merch. If you make dope fucking songs and you build your fan base and you tour out there and you fucking cut every corner possible, you can make it.
Yeah, but you talking like I got the luxury that you have. Like, you been popping. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't got it like that. I don't got it like that. I don't got it like the way you have it. You know what I'm saying? Like, real
but how you're doing the right thing, though. You're doing the right thing with what you're doing, you know? You just money
happened overnight. I was making demos. I thought I was going to be crisscross. I thought I was going to be crisscross. I was making demos when I was fucking 11 years old. That shit didn't come out until I was 26, and I was working hard.
Wow, yeah. See, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it like this.
It took a lot of work to get there.
Like I already know it's going to take somebody to just pop off crazy and then help everybody else out. So I see one of us just popping the fuck off one day.
A rising tide raises all shit.
You know what I'm saying? One guy is going to pop
AJ.
number one on mainstream everywhere. And it's going to be the new wave began. But it's going to come, you know what I'm saying?
It is.
Keep rocking. That's what it is.
But I feel, Hyro, I feel like the only way it's going to come, like I was saying before, it didn't get to be heard because we weren't live yet. If we really do all push the unity, push the camaraderie, and really push for each other to play these shows, to do these songs. There's no reason why all of us can't be on a song together in like 2 weeks. In theory, like there's really nothing stopping something like this but us. And that's why what Max was saying is owning your own stuff and being your own person, and even challenging the labels like, yo, we want to do something. Like Sony Records, Hyro did the song with us. Sony almost gonna let it happen. But then they saw the whole rollout. They saw this. They saw everything. And then they're like, oh, shit, you know what? We got to let this happen. So sometimes challenging the labels and go and pushing the bar so we can bring this back is going to be done together. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Feature game got to be strong, man. Yeah, because features is something I love, man. And that's what I wanted to bring into rock when I'm up here doing rock, because I didn't really see a lot of feature and shit on rock.
Yeah, and like Hyro, you've been doing features. You've been doing...
Yeah, you know.
You've been working. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been on the shits.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying?
It's just a matter of time before somebody pop the fuck off with one song, everybody TikToking too, and then, oh shit, I need to hear more of that.
No, we were just talking about Lethal Injection.
Yeah.
Lethal Injection, Matt Good did their record, and now he did Hyro's new record.
Oh, yeah, well, that's great.
Yeah. I mean, Matt Good's dope too, man. He works real fast. That's what I'm
saying right now, man.
Matt is good.
Matt's real good, man.
Real talk, I feel like now is a time, because right now, this is the thing. There's a level playing field. We are all literally at the same level right now because of what happened in the world.
Yeah, everyone starts at zero, basically.
You know what I'm saying? So now it's like all the bands from all over the past, everybody's going through this same thing. Literally, everybody has for the first time in the world. For the first time in the world, has something in common. Whether, it's our shit or whether it's regular shit or whether it's what we're all dealing with. So I feel like now is the time we really got to link, and we really got to promote each other's bands. And we really got to, it doesn't hurt to go on the story. Yo, check out this new 500 God shit. Check out this 40 Below record. Check out this new Cristian Machado
Exactly. Record. When we all drop singles, we all got to, put them in each other's stories. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, big it up. Big up.
Also, fucking, whatchamacallit, me and Hyro, I just did my new record, which I did myself, which I saved up and financed myself, but I did it with Howard Benson and Mike Platnikoff, who did all the POD records. They did all the records over there, and me and Hyro got a new single coming out in like 2 weeks.
What's that drop? Do we have a date?
In 2 weeks, we're dropping the first single. I'm still shopping the actual record, but
Copy.
Man, I can't wait to see the video for that thing, bro.
Yeah. Big up. Congrats. Good luck.
I want to be good.
Yeah.
And I know, big up Cristian on the solo stuff too, man. You know, you got the solo, and I know Mac's still out there pushing 40 below, still writing 40 below songs, man, which is dope.
Yeah, but I just want to say, first off, I know Chris is a producer and he mixes, engineers, produces vocals. He has his own studio. I do the same, and I'm pretty sure that I think that we would both say that anyone here on this on this live stream here, anytime you're in the area, the New York, New Jersey area, and you want to collaborate, please feel free. My studio is here.
Oh, I'm right around the corner. What are you talking about? I hate you up
Yo.
Like I'm at your front door right now.
Yeah, I met a friend of a friend. Oh my shit.
Where's AJ? Hold on, where's AJ? AJ.
Yeah.
Where's AJ? There he is.
Texas.
I love AJ. Yeah. He's, bro. You think I forget, but I remember, when what was that other band you were in before Fire from the Gods?
Ashes.
Ashes Within.
Ashes
Within.
Ashes Within. Yeah.
The name. I remember you guys were direct support for us when we first came back in 2013 at Webster Hall. And I was just and Tim Martinez put you guys on the show, and
shout out Tim.
And I remember watching, and immediately I felt and I think this band needs to be brought up in this thread here. Is I felt a vibe from you guys, that band, not Fire from the Gods as much, but that, a little bit. But that band was this Candiria vibe, this really strong,
It was real Brooklyn, man. It was very Brooklyn, dude. It was very Brooklyn.
Oh, so much. And then when I, Fire from the Gods, when you joined the band, I had heard this stuff and it really impressed me. As far as Joey, we're big fans, Joey and myself, of Fire from the Gods. And,
dude, that's huge, man.
It's just great to be. I haven't spoken to you in years, and it's just great to be on here. And
cheers, man.
Of course, Cristian.
I still keep up, man. I see you on Facebook.
Cristian is literally like my fucking family, and motherfucker, you need to get back here to the East Coast. So we can do some collaboration. If anyone wants to collaborate, music is my life.
Today out there, bro. I ain't going nowhere. Look at where I am.
Cristian, what are you doing right now? What are you working on, Cristian?
I got a pool over here.
Excuse me?
You're doing something new, Cristian?
What was that?
You're doing something new right now?
Cristian's got his song project. It's like acoustic stuff.
I really
40 Below, we're recording a new record starting in about a month. With From Town Concrete on guitar. So
Jayden, I gotta check out more of your shit.
Please do, man.
Sylar's dope, man. Sylar's dope.
I produce myself, man, so I'm always down for that as well.
Jynx, Fire from the Gods, Sylar, your bands are dope.
Thank you, man. Yeah, that means a lot.
It's really gonna take, I think, man,
the Guillotines track is dope, man.
Yo, I really want to shout out. I really want to shout out my New York peoples though, Jay Panesso and fucking AJ, bro. Cause y'all, it's crazy. It's been going on almost 10 plus years type shit. You know what I mean? Like we came up type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean,
I saw y'all grow, and that shit is beautiful to see. No ego shit. Like that shit makes me happy to see that people that I came up with type shit is doing their fucking thing type shit.
Real talk, man. It's inspiring.
Appreciate the love, man.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, Adam, how is everything working out with your new EP over there at Sick Records or whatever? Stay Sick.
Yeah, it's pretty good, man. It kind of sucks that we're not able to fucking tour off of it for the first few months.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a good reaction, and like the fans.
Work with the Napalm. Do you like them better than Napalm?
I like Stay Sick better for us because like Napalm didn't.
They
really
didn't know. They didn't know. They did not know. They put you on throw a OTEP and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
right. And like,
no, we did an OTEP tour.
That is.
We all know what those tours are like.
Yo, big ups to OTEP, yo. Big ups to OTEP.
Yo, Candiria, yo.
Right.
Candiria, yo, Candiria work in progress with Phil Vasquez and fucking Jamie Josta on guest vocals. That's the most poppin' Candiria song. You can't prove me wrong. That's the most poppin' Candiria song
Candiria record is just outrageous. Like that band is on
that was like my Wu-Tang, bro.
I'm sorry. Huge influence on a lot of what we did.
Man. It was so raw and so visceral, and the fact that like Johnny's playing in standard tuning, so it wasn't dropped. It wasn't like super heavy. It was just it was just fucking just an attack of sounds and things that melodies that just work together so well, but it was so cathartic at the same time. But
you heard Second Generation, Will?
Self-development and 300% density. Like those records were just
without water.
What about Mindless Self-Indulgence old records?
Oh, I love them MSI. Mindless Self-Indulgence.
I toured with MSI as a drummer. I toured with MSI as a drummer for the Bunny the Bear. Opened up to them in 2014. They were
I went on tour with them too,
man. Shout out to MSI. They were the coolest.
That's hard as fuck.
I went on their hiatus tour.
The crowd is the coolest too, though, man.
I'm a drummer, bro. Like, I'm not a vocalist. Like, I did this shit off the dome type shit. Like, I was a drummer.
You're like Dave
Mindless Self-Indulgence when they took me out on tour, bro. They crowd so different, dude.
Yo,
like they
different.
So we went to Houston on the road, and you know, they rocked out, but I had my whole hood come through, so they came through, bro, and it was probably the dopest mosh pit ever, dog. Like niggas just like Spider-Man and beer costumes and hood niggas in the mosh pit. It was the weirdest situation I've ever seen in my fucking life, dude. But yeah, they cool.
Spider-Man.
They cool as fuck, though, man.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Yo, fellas, I'm gonna step away. I gotta be a dad for a minute, but man, yo, I totally enjoyed this, man. Thank you for having me. Yo, Tommy, thanks for the invite. Concrete Dreams is now on the radar. Max, Cristian, Shifty, you guys are legends and will always be. Adam, I love you dudes. I talk about you guys all the time. Jay, you already know your family. Hyro's family. You like a united, you know, like we're all basically based in America, so we need to like talk about, you know, the fact that we're American bands and with you know, with our own vibes and our own sort of, you know, bring our own ethnic spin to it and just do a track, man, and really just show out and show up. You know what I'm saying?
AJ, please, like seriously, you know, hit me up anytime. You know,
yes,
it's been a while, but it's been a fucking blast tonight, and I'm glad we got to do this. And,
yo, AJ,
you know, me and Cristian always stay up, but
of course,
you know,
baby.
Please, anyone on here who wants to hit me up, either hit me up through any of the sources: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I'm not that hard to find.
You're the god.
Yeah, John, well, you put like an email list or something together so we can start.
You're the real fucking god, bro. You know? Like, we're not letting that go over our heads.
Let's do that. I'm gonna link us all the email. I'm gonna link us all.
All right, wicked. Nice one, boys.
Yeah, start an email.
This was awesome.
Yo, thank you,
much love. Smoke weed till your lungs bleed, motherfuckers.
What the vibes? Grit. BX.
Yo, enjoy the weekend, boys.
What you talking about? Pero Dominicano soy, suck my dick. You know what the fuck we doing, bro? You know what the fuck we doing.
Motherfuckers are crazy, bro.
Yo, shout out Concrete Dream. Thanks for having me, dog. This shit was awesome. Shout out everybody.
Hey, that's fucking epic. Now this is epic.
Cristian,
one of the many.
Cristian left.
Cristian, hit me up, bro.
We lost Cristian.
Later, everyone.
Can't take it anymore.
Later, guys.
Later, Max.
All right, man. Have a good one, y'all.
Yo, Hyro, be easy, man.
Yo, peace, y'all.
Yo,
stay up.
See how to get out this motherfucker. I don't even know how to do it.
I know you're trying to figure it out. You're trapped in this digital world. There's no escape.
I know escape. We're trapped in the room, dog. It's just trapped in this hole. All right, John, I think I figured it out.
Hey, peace out, John.
We can't leave.
Well, you heard, everybody. This was the conclusion of the first crazy episode of Concrete Track Revive. I'm sorry, that was a lot. That was a lot of people. That was a lot of energy from a lot of dope-ass musicians, a lot of people I admire, a lot of new brothers that I love, that inspire me. And, I got to listen to their music, and all of our music is uniting, and it's going to be a dope way. Like, this is the new wave. This is it. It's here. That's it. The playing field's leveled out. We all together. We're all brothers. We're all going to fucking do this shit. And I'm going to challenge everybody that was on this chat right now live, that we're going to do a motherfucking song. We're going to remix Wu-Tang Forever, remix trap metal, new metal, however you ever call it. We're going to get everybody on that. Shit is going to be lit. And everybody, thank you for tuning into Concrete Track. I know it was a little crazy. The next episode is going to be a little more formatted. I got Tim 37. I got Tommy co-hosting it with me. I'm going to bring back Ted Shark. I'm going to bring back Jay Supreme. I'm going to bring out some other surprise guests. I confirmed the real Ant Money from E-Town Concrete is going to be here. I mean, it's going to get crazy, man. Concrete Track is only going to build and evolve like everything we do. And look out for new Concrete Dream music coming out very soon. We have a single called Contagion about to drop, which is going to be lit. Look out for the See You Later video. We're about to drop that. Concrete Dream is cooking. We ain't stopping. We're still cooking in here, writing new music. Seriously, man, we cooking. So, this shit's a lot. And thank you for being with us. This is Concrete Track, the first episode. We out, man. I'm Jeremiah Mayhem. This is Juan Bang.
Peace.
Peace.